anything for this. I don't know. I'm not putting out my stuff because I'm not really going to be needing it right now. So.
Okay, well, shit. Okay.
My favorite one is the frozen has to be old.
Alright.
So you're tied down to the altar.
Mm-hmm. Guy's taking off.
Also, brief correction. The French woman, in fact, never screamed through all of this. She was unconscious the entire time.
You got the continuous background?
Yeah.
That's good.
Basically, I said a large, like you said, large rectangle and just hand behind it and just loop it.
Okay. Yeah, it looks good. Alright. Correction to what?
Correction about the French woman. She, in fact, never screamed at any point. She was unconscious the entire time. Like, through everything that happened.
Okay.
And
Is this going to come into play?
it's more of character development than anything. For later stuff. It's nothing super important, but it's there.
So she never screamed?
Never screamed. She was unconscious the entire time. It's just now waking up. While y'all are all tied together on the altar. Her initial reaction is looking around, and she sees the half-naked priest, and her immediate words are very... You don't know what she said, but she said very vulgar things in French as her initial reaction.
Okay. What can I do? What are my options?
I mean, like, what do you want to do?
I mean, I'm waiting for any available opportunities to escape, to open up. The monster's coming, right? Whatever's...
The priest is there.
Oh, wait. Okay. Well, I can't do anything. Oh, wait, yes, I can. I turn my wrist. Can I turn my wrist around?
Mm-hmm.
And I cast a magic ball to throw at him.
Go for wisdom. You cast the magic ball and it hits the cuffs and kind of cinches you a little bit on the hand. But
Does the priest notice?
roll for dexterity. Yeah, I was just about to see like if he noticed or not. He saw you move your hand, but nothing else.
Yeah, that part is the best. I don't know how I feel about this pizza. Dude, that's the best part. This really delicious. I hate you.
This milk is really good.
I'm gonna try.
It's really good today. Anyway. So he just kind of looks at your hand and goes back to his arms upraised. He hasn't said a single thing this entire time. And is looking at a statue. Or he's looking at something behind you.
Okay.
You can't really see what it is. But every time he looks at it, you hear a very vague death metal shriek.
God, is that thing there? So I'm back in the dungeon. I am.
Right now, you're inside of the monastery. You're on the inside of the monastery, or what looks like the
Well,
inside
he clearly moved that monastery.
It's funny, I did a couple of favors last year.
Anyways.
The dead priest moved to the monastery.
Yes, because he's dead.
Alright, so, he doesn't really say anything, but he unshackles one of your wrists and your waist.
Okay.
And he does that for you, the French woman who screams profanities at him in French. to like get away from her. And the little orange dude, because of his size, he's just wrapped up, like his arms are like scrunched together under one medium-sized cuff, because the entire cuff fits around his body. So he's slipped in kind of a sock of chains.
Okay.
And he's just kind of like laying on the altar more than anything.
He can easily pull out his hands?
No.
No, he can't.
They're like,
Oh, okay.
and it's like wrapped around him.
Um,
And it's kind of snug. He would have to make a roll, if anything, to be able to get out.
okay, and what is the priest doing right now? Like, as of right now?
As of right now, he's coming up from unshackling you. Actually, he's moving over to the French lady and is fighting with her to unshackle one of her wrist and the waist. You have one free hand and your waist is unshackled at this point.
What was the head for?
Wait a second. Let me just write this down real quick. This is very important to me.
Noctua. Carpe diem. Seize the day. Carpe.
Yeah, I'm gonna, my title's gonna be, I guess, Noctua.
Carpe something is seize the ass. Animals that symbolize life. I don't know. Your sign, what's your sign?
This is pretty lax that what we're doing here right now.
Yeah.
I can't do anything though. I'm literally in a position of not being able to do anything. I just see what happens, I guess.
Alright, fine. Want me to just keep narrating them?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Alright. Actually, you know, I want you to be able to do something, because you haven't done something in a while, so he's going to actually unshackle both of your hands and your waist.
Okay, and I just roll off. I'm gonna roll off the altar and just lay there lazily.
Your ankles are still shackled.
Oh, okay. I don't do that. Never mind.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's a terrible idea, just dangle there.
So my arms are free and my waist is free. I can
Yes.
like sit up.
Yes.
All right.
You could, like, sit up and just punch him in the face.
I just look at him and I go, so when can we leave?
He looks at you. His mouth contorts in several mandibles, like, spit out from his mouth, and he shrieks at you. And then they go back into his mouth, and he says nothing.
He goes,
And they're like...
okay, so this is not, this is a demon. I go, oh man, what's this? And I point at the ground next to me. And I'm trying to reach for it, like pretending.
Yeah. Alright, he's kind of... roll for charisma.
You better believe me.
Alright, he kind of, like, glances down there, but doesn't really look too hard.
How far away is he from me?
He's standing at the edge of the altar. He's actually I don't know. He's on the other side of the French lady, who is on the other side of you.
Okay.
So, like, he's a good 2-3 feet away.
Alright.
Maybe.
I look over. Who else is unshackled?
The French lady is fighting with the priest because she doesn't want him to touch her, but she has one hand unshackled at the moment.
Okay.
Also, roll for dexterity real fast.
Dude. Aquilam et Natura.
Caleb has a really tiny penis. Is insecure about how tiny his penis is.
That's my title.
Alex.
Noctura.
The short long walk.
The eagle and the owl. People are gonna be like, what is the eagle and the owl?
What the fuck does that mean?
Dude, the eagle is life and the owl is death.
Dude, that's deep.
I wanted to make sure that this was like multifaceted.
Multifaceted.
Multifaceted title.
Dude.
Okay. Anyway.
So, anyway. Back to our 300 part Let's Play.
We are
Attempting. Currently attempting.
Is that ranch dressing on that?
No.
That's really gross cheese then.
It's really good, delicious cheese, actually.
That's really gross cheese. Alright, so, anyway. Shit happened. I'm trying to think of what happened.
I whip out my dick.
What?
You heard me.
Alright, roll for dexterity?
Dexterity, it's right here.
No, just do it. Actually, no, constitution. You whip out your dick.
Mm-hmm.
The priest is unfazed. The little orange dude rolls off the table. He just kind of looks at you and is like... and you hear him roll off the table. The French lady is
Wait,
like...
he's completely free?
No, he's like... But he just rolls off it.
Okay.
The French lady sees what you did, looks over, looks really unimpressed, and then goes back to screaming at the priest.
That's fine. I don't care.
She's kind of like...
Yeah, it's just her French icy aloofness.
See, I feel like it's more of because of the mandible-faced priest next to her. I feel like there's more dire things at the moment.
Okay.
So are you going to do anything with that, or is that just something you decided, you're like, yeah. Yeah.
I lay back down and I go, can you get my pants, please? I push them down to my knees, and like, I keep pushing them till they're out of my reach, and I go, can I get your help, please? Can I help?
What are you trying to do?
Does he help me or not?
Roll for charisma.
That's a 19.
Are you serious?
I haven't messed with it, look.
Oh my god. Okay, so like... Okay, so along with not only like pulling them all the way down to your ankles, he actually like unhooks one of your legs to like get the legging out of it, and then closes it back up.
Okay. I grab him by the throat, and I pull him close, like, I death grip his throat, like, by the jugular, like, sink my fingers in.
Yeah.
And I pull him in, shaking, and I go, I've lost my ear, my sword, my dick is smaller than yours. You're fucking dead. I take his head, and I attempt to just bash it into the leg buckle, like, or no, into the arm buckle. Like, since it's open, just...
Okay. Okay, roll for strength first of all to grab him by the neck.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, now roll for strength to bash
That's
him
a
in the
20.
head. Roll for dexterity to bash him.
14.
Alright, well, so he doesn't really struggle when you grab him by the throat and looks really apathetic to anything you have to say. He's just kind of like he has more trying emotional matters to deal with at the moment than the shit that you're making him go through.
You know what?
And okay, no, but and
I
as
noticed
you-
that apathetical look, and I pop him in the face real quick.
All right, you pop him in the face, and in that moment, all the skin around his head just kind of like shrivels back, and a very large bug-like creature crawls out of his suit of skin,
I grab it.
and you are left holding an empty sack of skin that looks like the priest. And it like slithers out and like glides across the room, lands on the wall, and you hear like angry hissy clicky noises.
I tell him, face me in hand-to-hand combat.
100 days.
100 days of hand-to-hand combat.
It hisses at you from across the room, and you hear a little tail thing go.
You're a bitch.
It gets louder.
Fucking pussy.
It gets even louder.
Fight me, you pussy. Am I egging him on?
I guess.
Is it working?
Roll for charisma. It just rattles louder. And it gets really annoying.
I continue to shout vulgar things at it while all this noise is going on. I'm just letting the noise rise in the room.
Okay. Right. You hear the noise stop, and you hear like a screech, and it jumps off the wall and like glides over you, and it's got two very long arms with like these half bat wing things, but it's got like a long centipede like body. And as it flies over you, like thousands of legs scrape across your face. And then it lands on the opposite side of the wall and turns and looks and he's like and its tail shakes a lot. And then you notice that that's what's making the shaking noise is its entire lower body going limp, and it's the legs clicking together, and it's wiggling the entire lower half of its body very angrily.
I just put my head down.
And think about what just happened.
Okay, and then I put my head down, and there's a bunch of noise. And what's the little orange dude doing? Is he making any noise?
No, he's actually just rolling around in circles on the floor.
And the woman.
The woman shouting profanities in French at this moment. She hasn't spoken English in a while.
Yeah, there's a bunch of noise going on, and I just go. And then I just lay my head down, and then we transition to you getting up out of the rocking chair. Yes,
In a rocking chair?
you're in that room where the demon is dead.
What demon?
The demon you killed.
Oh! Okay.
The one that made you cry.
Yeah. Like, literally.
Roll for wisdom. Yeah, I'm making you do this. We're going to you. We're starting you.
Motherfucker. Okay, yeah, we've done a lot with you. My bag just falls over. I feel like it's gonna be a really gross noise to hear, just that. Alright, so what am I rolling?
Roll for wisdom.
It's 20.
Alright.
What's Jeremiah doing? That's what I want to know.
Alright, choose where you want to go.
Which room am I in?
32.
32? Let's go with 37.
Okay, you walk into this long corridor, and there's several arched doorways, like in a row, kind of like, and it's the same over here that you can see, and it's lit up very well.
Ooh.
Very well
What about a
lighting.
torch, first of all?
Okay, you grab a torch, and it literally does nothing because the room is well lit.
No, but I want it.
Okay, you have it. You're holding it, taking up
Alright.
your arm room.
Alright, I'm gonna let it keep taking up my arm room until I decide otherwise.
Okay. And you see at this table a bunch of, actually, above the archways, you see pikes with bandit heads on them. and each with a red X on them.
Okay.
And
Can I like inspect them? Are there any nameplates or
they're
anything?
like 5 feet above you.
Oh.
No plates, just...
Can I get like Jeremiah to lift me up on his shoulders so I can look at them?
Okay, he lifts you up, and they're about 6 inches away from your hand.
Slap one.
Okay, you hit it. Roll for dexterity. You hit it, and 2 of your fingers get caught in the esophagus, and you're like, ew, and you pull out, and all this filling just falls out and hits you in the face and slides down. And it's like really bitter and old tasting.
No.
And you fall off, and you fall off of the Jeremiah's shoulders.
I'm going to just lay there and wipe this stuff off of me.
But in this room over here, you hear a bunch of chairs move out of the way. And you hear the pitter-patter of a bunch of running feet. Just like...
Oh, motherfucker, is there another one of those?
No, okay. Not all grotesque, but it's all just, a bunch of feet moving.
I'm going to get up.
Okay.
And like... No,
you post up with
Yeah.
one torch in a hand?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, you post up, and a bunch of... I'm just gonna think of creatures. Just gonna think of creatures. Okay, you post up, and here's some filler for you. You post up, Jeremiah pulls out his hammer, and he's like, woo, back in the sauce, nigga.
I can't believe this right now. Are you kidding me?
Okay. It's a bunch of orcs. It's a bunch of orcs. Actually,
like
it's a bunch of. I know how to make this funny. It's a bunch of roll for wisdom. Okay.
it's about 50.
You identify them as dorks. They are little half-sized orcs.
Oh my god. I can't believe this.
They're dorks. And behind them, there's these 2 dorks pulling this hobgoblin on a chariot, and he's whipping them. And he goes, "He!" And you pull over, and he's like,
Oh my god.
steps off the chariot and has his whip, and he walks up to one of the dorks, and he's like, "Move!" And the dork doesn't move because he's like zoned out on something. And he goes, "Move!" and bumps him. He's like, "Huh?" and whips him in the face.
Ah!
And the dork like huddles around, and the hobgoblin approaches you. And the dork's about 3 feet tall,
Okay.
and the hobgoblin's 7 foot tall, a little bit taller than Jeremiah.
Oh shit, dude. Alright.
And he's fat as fuck. And a few of the dorks are too. The ones on the chariot are fat too.
Alright, wait, real fast. Okay, I'm gonna walk up to him. I'm gonna kind of like be like, yo, Jeremiah.
Oh, he's staring at y'all like
Yo.
nothing is said. He's just staring at y'all, and so are the dorks. Just all.
Alright, I'm gonna look at Jeremiah and be like, yo, check it. Watch. I got this.
He goes.
I'm gonna walk.
All right.
I'm gonna walk up to the hobgoblin. I'm gonna give this really fancy, intricate bow. Like I'm gonna curtsy it. All right.
Okay.
And I'm gonna be like, "Hail, traveler!"
Okay. Roll for charisma.
That's a +3 modifier too.
Okay. You
That's a
bow.
19.
You bow, and he's all. He bows and he looks at you like, what the hell? And you're like, greetings, traveler. And he goes, and spits right on your chest.
I'm gonna remain unfazed.
And then he goes, whips you right where he spit,
Oh my god!
and then walks away.
I'm gonna throw my torch at him.
Okay. Alright, roll
Actually, no. I'm gonna look it up and I'm gonna be like, are you interested in any fine ales?
He turns quickly back around. Ales, you say? And he gets on all fours and goes, but his stomach's rubbing the ground when he does this. And then he stands up slowly. He's like, ales, you say? We are all thirsty. Let us have a drink.
Alright, so I'm gonna dig through my bag.
Oh, there's about 30 or 40 dorks
Okay.
standing around.
I'm gonna dig through my bag and I'll go take out the bottle of Dragon's Tears, this Oreo. But it's got like that much taken out of it, like one shot taken out of it. And we're like,
The dorks all hiss. They go, and they start jumping back and like piling over each other, and they're moving the hobgoblin, and he's like, settle down. And they all get in line, but they're avoiding eye contact with it.
oh my god!
And he looks back at you and he's like, shot me, bro.